Afternoon, boys and girls. Gonna do a video on water quality and how to optimize water intake, amount of water and temperature, because I recently found out that warm / room temperature water is more effective than cold water. The way you digest and how it affects your body. So yeah, basically we'll just be going over little bits and bobs. Hopefully I can give some tips and advice. I'm just out in the field with the dog. Pretty cold, so won't be out for too long. But yeah, so in terms of how much water to intake, it varies on obviously what you're doing, but if you're training, then there's the protocol of every 15 to 30 minutes, it's 1 milliliter per pound of body weight every 15 to 30 minutes, or no, it's 2 millimeters of every pound of body weight, so about 200 milliliters every 15 minutes. Obviously that doesn't mean that you should drink every 15 to 30 minutes. If you can't, then just be aware that that's how much you should be drinking if you are doing intense exercise or activity. But yeah, on a day of rest, probably about 2.5 liters or so. Yeah, and then in terms of pH, which is to do with the molecules in the water, the higher the pH, the better really. More magnesium in the water, more calcium. Yeah, more magnesium, calcium and sodium. And so in terms of oxygen, you can get ways to enhance your levels of oxygen in your water. So letting it sit with the lid off is apparently effective for keeping your water pure. Obviously the benefits you get aren't as great, but then it's going to be more pure. There's not going to be fluoride or BPAs in the water, which is obviously always a good sign. If you have low pH levels of water, then you won't get as good health benefits from the water. But if it's lower, then your water, it will probably be more likely that it is fresher and healthier, which is usually found by the sea. So water by the sea is more fresh, but the pH levels aren't as great. So you've got hard and soft water, which is what they call it, just meaning that there's more molecules in the water when it's hard and less when it's soft. Yeah, I mean, you've got different sorts of water. I mean, it's pretty simple that you should be drinking as clean water, as long as you haven't got high levels of fluoride in it. You can check what sort of water you're drinking if you go on your local water source and see on their PDF file. I wanted to do another video following on from the water video, just talking about how important it is to get some good fresh air and get some good sunlight whenever you can. Don't be scared of burning calories and that sort of thing. Just enjoy the nature near you and embrace it, and hopefully you can it can help your mind as well. Because I used to, when I used to go for walks last year when I was struggling and in lockdown, I used to go out for 10 minutes or so and just meditated at the top of the field, and it helped so much. So if you've got an hour to kill and you don't know what to do, then 10 to 20 minutes of just focused breathing into the stomach and then slowly out, and just focus on the sounds and the air and the wind, and just be in the moment and just lose sight of everything that is caught up in your brain, because that is what is holding you back. The things that you think you have to keep thinking about are actually the things that you don't have to think about and that you have to drop. So hope it gave you a little insight into what you should be doing. You can even like make it more optimal and try and cold approach, like doesn't have to be girls. You can just, depending on if it's a park, you can grow your confidence. Same thing as before, don't think about it, have a slight plan, and just start with an opener like, hi, nice to meet you, I thought you looked really amazing in your outfit, and just thought like I hope you have a good day, and that sort of thing. Or if it's a man, just say introduce yourself and just give him some respect. But yeah, hopefully you're all living healthy and you use the advice that I can give, little tips. I'll hopefully give some more tips in the future as I gain some more confidence, which will definitely grow with time. But yeah, I'll show you the view that I'm currently -2, so better get into the warm shower later just to settle me down, because I'm pretty cold, and then back at the cold shower in the morning to keep my motivation and dopamine and adrenaline healthy. Exercise is probably one of the most beneficial things that you can do. I know the Andrew Huberman podcast talking about health with one of his guests, they were talking about how exercise is probably one of the best things you can do in terms of physical movement. So yeah, if you have the chance to walk in nature for half an hour, just go for it and just do it. Even if it's like the 5th time of the day, don't even worry about it. Just hopefully you can experience some awesome stuff like that. Going for consistent walks just completely changes the way you feel and think and process, really. I mean, it changes the whole aspect of your life, really. I know ever since lockdown, it's crazy how things that you don't see or really think about can change your life so dramatically. But yeah, hopefully you take something out of this video and use it in your own life.